Hi everybody, thank you for joining me today with Stamping with Loretta. As many of you know, I am the newest design team member for MayMay Made It Designs, and today MayMay sent, I should say Amy, sent me a package of goodies. I do not have the stamp set on my desk for some reason that she sent today, but she has shown her newest stamp set. It's called Santa is Stuck, and it is stinking cute. I can't wait to use it. But today's challenge is to use the goodies that she sent us in the mail, which included all of these papers, some stickers, some pattern papers. There's a lot here. I'm not sure how I'm going to incorporate all of this into one card, but I'm going to give it a try. Here's some baker's twine and some cute little pumpkin stickers and a little bit of chevron ribbon. Since this is all Halloween themed, I'm going to be using her MayMay Made It Country Pumpkin Set. There's the packaging, but here's the set. I've got pieces laying out everywhere. This one is just Boo. Then there's the rest of the set. As you can see, it's kind of falling off its plastic right now because I'm about ready to use it. So let's get started. Alright everybody, now that I've got my studio lights on and things set up a little bit better, I'm going to start with this card and see what we can come up with. I am actually going to make this card as a 5.5 by 5.5 square card, which means you cut it to 5.5 on the landscape side, so that when it folds, it is 5.5 square. Okay, I have no idea what that noise was, but we shall carry on. It has been a overcast but cool day here in Maryland. I am quite enjoying the weather. I am a big fan of fall. I used to not be, but now I really do enjoy it. Okay, the first thing I did was the black cardstock that was in the kit. I cut this down to 5.25 by 5.25, and that's going to be my first layering piece. I am using a Glue Glider Pro tape runner, which just ran out. So let's grab some other tape. This is a Scotch brand double-sided adhesive roller. It's pretty strong and it's fairly inexpensive to buy. So we're just going to layer this on top of here. I usually just eyeball mine and put it down just like that. I want one of these patterns to be my inside, so I'm going to go on and use this Creepy Scream Halloween paper with the cat and the pumpkins, and I'm going to cut it down to 5.25 by 5.25. I'm going to save my pieces. Those may be decorative little strips later on as we're working on our card. Hopefully this video is not going to get too long. I do worry about that, even though I can post things that are longer than 20 minutes now. I have my YouTube channel for a very long time, and I love it too. I'm over 740 subscribers. I do have a giveaway that actually ended on the 29th of September. I just have not drawn the name of the winner yet, so please forgive me for that. This piece of bright fluorescent green cardstock is going to be cut down to 2 inches by 5. Let's do the 5-inch first, obviously. You'd be surprised what you can do with even the smallest pieces, ladies and gentlemen. So cut that down to 2. And then I'm going to cut this one to 5 1/8 by 2 1/8. we're going to layer these on top for the inside of our card. So here we go. Put this one down first. So this one is just going to be just a little, I think I'm going to put it towards the top. I like that better. Put that one up there. And grab some more tape. Because apparently I've been using it a lot and I keep running out. So be prepared. Buy in bulk. That's what I do. This one also layers with just a tiniest little border above that. I'm going to take our trick or treat stickers and I'm going to put them up top and just randomly use these little candy corns, which I think are adorable, for the inside of the card. Now let's work on the outside. Remember, this black layer is 5 1/4 square. Now I'm going to use these 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of pattern paper. I'm going to cut them to 5 inches by 1 inch for every single one of them. Let's see. I probably did that. I did. That's okay. So I'm going to cut it to 1 inch now. Same thing with this one. Five inches to 1. I may have to fix these measurements. I don't think that they're right. They probably are fine. I'm probably just overthinking this. This spiderweb pattern is extremely adorable. I'm enjoying being the newest member of MayMay's design team. Amy is a very sweet lady, and I think she has some really neat ideas. And I think the members of our team are also very sweet. They have been very welcoming, and I am enjoying getting to know them better as we go along this process of gelling, I guess, as a team. So, okay. Now, what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to take a look at how big this is. Yeah. I'm going to cut this to 5 inches. Let's see how wide it is. I'm going to cut it to 5 by 4. Okay, awesome. I have had a little bit of a gripe here lately with Fiskars' trimmers. The last few sets of blades I've bought have not been the best quality, and they're not lasting as long as I think that they should. And since you cannot sharpen them because of the bevel on them, I have tried. Actually, I should say my husband has tried. Then, you know, it does make a difference there, folks. So I'm just going to eyeball that layer, bring it up just a little bit. That looks good, and put that down. Now I'm going to take the strips of those decorative papers that I cut just a little while ago and apply those also to the front of my card. This is a absolutely great way to use a lot of the pattern paper scraps that you have around. It makes for a very nice looking card. It gives it quite a bit of interest, and that's always a good thing in my opinion. Make a fun card and enjoy them. I found out this last week that apparently I cannot send handmade greeting cards to my son who is in prison. That kind of really surprised me. I don't understand why you can't send a card to someone who's incarcerated, especially since he will be celebrating his birthday here in just another week. My youngest son, Chad, turned 19 yesterday, and I'm almost in shock that he is indeed 19. He has grown up very quickly, for which I am thankful, but it has been a journey with him, and he is quite the young man now, and I certainly do love him very much. This is the Trick or Treat Smell My Feet stamp from the set. I'm just checking to make sure that it has inked up evenly. I'm using a piece of the white cards that is left over. This is actually Express It cardstock. I purchased mine directly from Copic, which is markerpop.com. Their prices are reasonable, and as far as using Copic markers is concerned, this particular cardstock is probably the second best on the market for that. The folks who do the certifications are not fans of the Georgia Pacific 110 pound weight 98 brightness paper. However, I am, and I say use what you love. It is a lot less expensive than the Express It cardstock. It is just as smooth and does very well with the coloring of these images, I should say, with your Copic markers. So I'm just using a pair of very sharp scissors to trim around this image. And now I'm going to decide what else I want for my card. I like the Boo Y'all. That's very cute. So let's start with this one. Let's bring our card back down. And you'll remember these pieces that I cut from the inside, for the inside of the card. Now I'm going to cut this one. It's already 5 1/4, as you will recall. I'm going to cut this to 2 inches, just off camera there. I have other projects on my desk right now that I'm working on, so I'm trying to keep things as neat as I can so that it's a little easier to work. Ah, there they are. These are basically large pop dots. They're dimensional adhesive dots that I buy from Judy Morrow, which is Addicted to Ribbon. I will try to remember to leave her information either on my blog or in the description box or here on the video. That's just going to be one of those wait and see kind of things. So I am just removing the backing from these. And, okay, I was about to say, I thought it was upside down. So I'm going to turn it back so that it's facing me correctly. And I'm going to put this towards the upper half. It's actually probably right in the middle there. I'm going to use another one of my bolsters here for my sentiment. These stamp sets are really, really fun to use. They are really good quality photopolymer, and That makes them even that much nicer to use. I am now going to use a piece of this, ooh, there's two, okay. Really adorable chevron pattern ribbon and this orange ribbon. I'm simply going to take this ribbon and slip it underneath, just like that. I'm going to turn it, there we go. Even I am all thumbs some days, so. And we're going to take it and we're just going to tie it in a very simple knot to the side. Now, this is where, if you want your knot and your ribbon to face the same direction, this is how you're going to do it. You're going to take the piece in your left hand and pull it up so that the black side is facing up. Now you're going to take this one with the black side facing up and you're going to bring it around the top, just like that. Okay, now we're going to turn this one, we're going to pull it this way so it's flat, and when we bring this one through the knot, we're going to flip it as we tighten up the knot and pull it tight. So now we've got our bow. To make a even alligator end, fold the ribbon in half, come in at an angle, and clip off the excess. I'm not sure why these scissors don't want to cut very well today, but they don't. Same thing on the other end, fold it in half, and let's get my better scissors here since those aren't behaving, and cut it in half, just like that. And then we're just going to mess with it just a little bit to get it to flatten out and be pretty for us. This ribbon is very slick as far as the feel of it. And you will notice that I accidentally must have put my hands in this orange, kind of reddish orange ink because it's on my cardstock now. And we will deal with that in just a minute. When we're done, I doubt you'll even see it. We will see if I'm right or not. So now we're going to take this orange ribbon and we're simply going to tie it over the existing knot. I'm going to try to get this tail to lay flat. That's much better. If it doesn't want to lay flat, put a little adhesive on it and encourage it to behave itself. We're going to tie another knot in this piece of orange ribbon. And trim off the excess. So far so good. Okay, let's check the time. Okay, we're 16 minutes in, so we're still looking pretty good for this part of the video. I need to find... I have lost the stickers that I got. Okay, I'm going to stop the video right now. This is probably where I'm going to go ahead and split it as well. So stay tuned for part 2. Alright, thank you for joining Stamping with Loretta. This is part 2 of the MayMay Design It, MayMay Made It Design Team project for this week. Today is the 20th of October. Excuse me, today's the 17th of October. And I am finishing up a card that I'm using supplies that she sent me. Oh, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Feel better. So now I'm going to use 3, if I can get them from sticking to my fingers, of these adorable little pumpkin stickers on the front of my card. These have a little rhinestone in the middle, and as you remember from part 1, I actually accidentally had put my finger in the ink and have transferred it to the cardstock. This is going to pretty much hide that mistake. It's all about camouflage if you make a mistake. There are no mistakes in stamping, only embellishment opportunities, or so I've been told. I don't know how true that is, but you know. Anyway, so this is what the outside of the card looks like. With those strips of pattern paper. It is busy, but with this really fuchsia kind of, not fuchsia, this really stark, bright, fluorescent yellow-green piece, it really sets things off. I stamped the sentiment with Tuxedo, Memento ink, and Ladybug. And of course the stamp set is Country Pumpkin by M Impressions, MayMay, MayMayMadeIt.com. Okay, so the inside of the card has the stickers that she sent right there. I used some pattern paper on the bottom and as well as on the top. Now we're going to finish the inside of our card. And I think what I want to do, I don't really want to do a whole lot to it because I like it the way it is. So let's just find a stamp that we like. And I'm going to use, it's all about the candy. And I'm going to stamp it directly right onto the card. The stamp block that I'm using, this little tiny one, is actually one of the ones from the dollar bins at Michael's or AC Moore. Joann's has them as well. Now they are $1.50, and as you can see, this one is fairly dirty. There are a couple of ways to clean an acrylic block. My first favorite is probably the very easiest to do. And all we're going to do, I'm going to just set this aside while I have my mind on it, show you how to do it, is we're going to use a little bit of hand sanitizer. Whatever you have available in your house is fine. A couple of drops. Let it sit. Kind of rub it around with your fingers. And use a baby wipe. I like baby wipes because they're already pre-moistened, and that kind of helps remove the dirt and the grime from these puppies. And you do not, however, want to clean a stamp with this ever, because it's alcohol based and it will eat at the polymer of the stamps, especially photopolymer. Now we're going to turn it over, squirt a little bit more of the hand sanitizer. This is just the stuff, 97 cents from the Walmart. This one actually smells pretty good for hand sanitizer. It's got a little bit of an apple scent. But I really don't care what it smells like as long as it does the job. The odor of the alcohol and the scent that they use to make the hand sanitizer pretty much completely goes away fairly quickly anyway. Now I'm going to use one more baby wipe to wipe my hands and finish cleaning off any residue from the block itself. And it's mostly clean. If you see little spots, just go back over them. And as you can see, that's a huge improvement over what it was. Crystal clear. You can also, if you have a lot of locks you need to clean at once, rule of thumb, make your life a little easier, and put them in the top rack of your dishwasher. If they're small like this, I suggest putting them in with your silverware so that they don't fall out and go everywhere in your dishwasher. As a general rule, I ink my stamps just like this, upside down. This one is a little big for the block. That's okay. And it doesn't want to stick because the block itself is still wet, but as you can see, it is covered in ink, and I am going to hope that I can get this down without too much trouble towards, actually let's do it this way. If this happens to you and your stamp isn't sticking well and it's small like this, just take it in your hands and very gently place it where you want it on your cardstock. Then use your block and push it down. And it works like a charm. Easy peasy. Okay, now this card is basically finished. I would sign it at this point. I have a custom stamp that I had made from another company, and I'm a very active participant in the Senior Angels and Chemo Angels program, and when I send letters they have to be stamped Angel Mail. So I'm just going to use my Angel Mail stamp to finish that up. And that is today's card, and I have plenty left over to do another card, maybe a small box or project. But as you can see, I have lots of little things here to use, and I hope you found this video informative. I really hope you enjoyed it, so don't forget to thumbs up, rate, comment, and subscribe. I will be drawing the 700 subscriber giveaway here soon. I'm going to go on and use these last two little stickers on the inside bottom of my card. And so it looks like that. So once again, here's the front. And here's the inside. So, I thank you for joining me today with Stamping with Loretta. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Stamp happy, be kind to one another, and always be a blessing. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.